aren't you? Are you experiencing the same sort of thing? A big rush, loads more interest, people wanting to come to Portugal, and a big old a sense of excitement really as we go into the new year. Has it been the same for you?
I am, but what I'm having issues with people that are being really unrealistic
Oh,
about what it's like, what the cost is. Hey, can you
oh,
still find me a place for 150,000? And I think this is where we have to do our work and set the expectation that the Portugal of today is not the Portugal of 8 years ago. I mean, Carl, you and I are going on 8 years now.
yeah,
We've seen huge changes and increase in prices. You're not going to get a river and oceanfront view for $100,000 anymore. You can
Yeah.
go inland to get that, but if you think you're getting oceanfront, that the expectation is wrong. If you think it's going to be a perfect political system, you need to realize it's still a country that's changing and coming into their own. So again, getting back to your why are you moving here, which I think you're so great about, and the why being, is it because you want to live here? Or is it because you want to leave there? And how do you see your life? Do you see it, going to all these great small towns, or, a bustling Mecca like in Lisbon, or in the interior? And what do you see your budget like? I did just see recently one of the promoters that promotes marketing materials that said, oh, you can live in the Algarve on $2,000 a month, American dollars, which even with the good exchange rate that's going on now, that's not realistic in any sense, because we unfortunately have helped increase those rental prices. And again, I'm going to push people to say, if your intent is not to live here and buy, sell what you've got, or invest even in a smaller place and grow up with it, renting it's going to get you. The rents are going up and up and up. And I mean, we've seen those go up faster than we've seen the housing prices.
Very interesting, Veronica. Carl had a knowing look on his face when you said people's expectations are a little bit unrealistic. So you're experiencing that as well, Carl?
Yeah, I mean, I say virtually every time. 90% of the people you deal with sort of, I guess they think it's, like it was maybe 5 years ago or more. They just expect it to be cheap. And I'd say it's certainly more affordable than where a lot of people are coming from. So if you're coming from LA or something like that, or then the property is going to be cheaper, and certainly the living costs are going to be cheaper. But house prices are still increasing, rental prices, they're still increasing. I mean, all the new rules they brought in last year to curb it, and everybody thought there'll be a crash in prices and this and that. Well, I can tell you now that is definitely not happened. They seem very good, the government, at sort of, they have the opposite effect of what they intend. So, maybe good intentions, but it doesn't seem to have worked that way. So, that's one of the first things I have to do with most clients, is sort of realign their expectations.